Hello and welcome back to Lately Fashionable. You may recall from the last video that even though we are 2 months into 2025, this is month 12 of my sewing a vintage wardrobe to begin wearing my vintage wardrobe every day for an entire year on March 22nd, my birthday. The reason I'm doing February and not December as month 12 is that I took off 2 months at the end of last year for, shall we say, personal reasons. And I simply wasn't ready to begin my year of dressing vintage on January 1st as I had originally planned. But instead of scrapping the whole thing, I decided to just push the start date back 2.5 months. So I will be starting on my personal first of the year, my birthday. This has given me more time to adequately prepare, I hope, for my year of dressing vintage. It gave me some breathing room, a mental health break, and I think I'm actually going to complete 24 items in a year of sewing, technically. If you cut out the breaks, and if you actually start in mid-January, which is when I did really start this, mid-January last year, then I'm giving myself the first part of March to make up for that beginning of January. If it sounds like I'm trying to justify it to myself, it's because I am. But I am going to call it a year of sewing. I spent a year sewing vintage clothes so that I can spend a year wearing vintage clothes. And I'm going to keep sewing them while I'm in my year of dressing vintage. So there will still be more to come. No worries. All that aside, let's get to the board. I did really well in the shortest month of the year, especially if you consider that my kids were out sick and had snow days several times this month, which as the stay-at-home parent makes it very difficult to get my stuff done while they are home. But I did manage to complete this blue pencil skirt. I also started and completed the black pencil skirt, and I finished my black and red plaid coat and the black and blue suit jacket. I also cut out a new secret project, not really a secret project, I'll just tell you about it, because it goes with the previous month's secret projects, which have now been revealed as my vintage Dr. Crusher cosplay. So the blue swing coat is going to go with the cosplay for Dr. Crusher, as will the black pencil skirt. So this skirt and this jacket are the Dr. Crusher cosplay. But the black skirt can also go with that suit jacket for a different look, and the blue swing coat will be the overcoat that I can wear with it and with other things. But if I'm wearing it as my cosplay, then it will be Beverly Crusher's lab coat. So that gives us totals of 2 projects cut out, 1 in progress, and 22 completed. Oh, that feels so good. Okay, now let's check the rack. Ta-da! It's so full. I'm so excited. Okay, let's talk about the new stuff. First of all, my new winter coat. It is completed, and I do owe you a second part video on making this. The first part video was my most popular video to date, so that was pretty exciting. But it's finished now, and I love it. And of course now it's too warm to wear it outside. But it'll come back next winter. It's gonna be great. And then of course we have the Dr. Crusher cosplay that I wore to a convention last weekend, and the additional black skirt, just completed this morning. So in case you were wondering how I was so productive in the shortest month of the year, these all had deadlines. I finally finished the coat because it was going to snow again, and I knew I wanted to get pictures in the snow, and I did get pictures in the snow, so you'll see that in the second video. And then of course I had the deadline of the convention. I wanted to wear my Beverly Crusher cosplay, and then like I said, I finished the black skirt this morning because I wanted it to be done for this video. So there you go. I just need to give myself real hard deadlines and then I get things done. Now, looking at this rack, I've said it before, and it's still true. needs more colors. There's so much blue, green, and teal, and not a whole lot else. There's, there's a little bit of brown, tiny bit of brick red. I have other colors planned on this board. I've got 2 red dresses, 2 purple dresses, and at least 1 pink shirt. I just haven't made them yet. I'm going to get around to it eventually. There will be more colors on this rack. I will not be confined to just blue, green, and teal for an entire year, I promise. This, of course, is also only including the things that I've sewn in the past year. I do have my previous vintage makes from 2016 and 2020 when I had previous bouts of making a lot of vintage clothing. So those will get added into my wardrobe, the ones that fit. Some of them I still need to alter to fit me better, and that's definitely part of my plan. I will say though, finally having a black skirt, I can't believe it took me this long. It took me a full year to make a black skirt. And I've been needing one. I have tops, I have shoes, I have hats, so many hats. I have so many black hats that I've not really been able to wear because a lot of this is a brown-based wardrobe. I've got the brown pants, I've got the brown skirt I'm currently wearing, and then black doesn't really go with navy blue, so it'll be good to have a very basic black skirt to go with so many things. Actually, what I need now are brown hats. I think I only have 1 vintage brown hat. So if you want to get me something for my birthday, I'm mostly teasing. I'm also learning that I really like suits. I already knew I liked vests, and I want to add more of both to this wardrobe, which is good because one of the items that's been in progress this entire time, because I started it in 2020 and have not done a thing to it since then, is a suit jacket, and then another one is cut out. So I should really make those and add them into my wardrobe. Now that I know I like wearing suits. I wasn't sure before. But I think a suit, especially a matching skirt and jacket, really reads as vintage more so than a lot of these other garments. Most of my skirts, and even to some extent the blouses and dresses, can be very modern and look just like normal everyday clothes. But the suits, especially with the shoulder pads, definitely read vintage, and that is what I'm going for. I want to be that vintage lady. So I'm gonna need more suits and more dresses and more colors. I think that's all I have for now. So I'm gonna end the video here, and I will see you in 3 weeks to determine if I made my goal of 24 vintage items. Here's hoping. As always, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to give me a like, and if you want to see more, definitely subscribe. There will be many videos coming up about wearing my vintage wardrobe, so look for that. And I will see you soon. Bye! The reason February and not December is counting as March? The reason I'm doing February as March 12, month. All right, now I'm trapped. And then, oh, my vest fell down. When did that happen?